Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and when I was at LEGO's Fan Media Days back in September, I got to have an early look at the March 2026 Ninjago Legacy set, Lloyd's Titan Mech. I also had the chance to interview one of the members of the Ninjago team, Dimmy, who actually designed this set and has been with Ninjago since 2016. So without further ado, let's hop into the interview so you guys can see everything about this set. Alright, so here we are. We have the Legacy Lloyd's Titan Mech, which kind of crazy to say Legacy when the first wave of Legacy was before the first version of the set came out. It's still very I'm sure by the time people are watching this, Legacy's been announced for a couple months now, but I just learned about it 2 hours ago, so it's very wild to me that we're really back, and it's even called Legacy, because even when we heard rumors, I'm like, it's not going to be Legacy, but yeah, we're fully back. So could you tell me a little bit about the Legacy version of Lloyd's Titan Mech?
Yeah, so this is set 71860, Lloyd's Titan Mech anniversary, and it's an opportunity for us after we've progressed since the original one came out as a transition and a milestone in the Ninjago Mech space. After the movie, which had like some very unique designs, we tried to refine it and make a very Ninjago and well-built line. And now we can, after the advances that we had with all the Titan line, from Zane's Titan Mech to now this one, it was a good opportunity in the celebration of the 15 years to revisit it as a milestone and see what it would look like in the modern day. And here it is. We try to keep as much of the articulation that we have established, especially after the Cold Titan Mech. There's other limitations, of course. We also tried some new things that are obvious, like the different wing shape and design there, and some functionality that we can show. So this one, I tried to play around with the original wings, do some things. I wanted to do the shield, because it's something that adds so much character to this. And it was something I was trying to do with the original wing design. It wasn't working because of different constraints and weight and everything. So at some point I decided to pivot and try to go for as cool a thing as I can within the constraints of having something that is so top heavy that anything just became very floppy with more weight on it. And we have, of course, the shield. We have the ability to use the smaller winglets as wrist blades, which is something we haven't done before in Ninjago.
That's very cool.
There you are. We have the ability to remove the backpack, and it is compatible with the Cold Titan Mech.
Oh, that's really neat.
So you just use the pins from that one, and you can connect and put the other one here, just for a different silhouette. It's quite fun. A storage for the sword when he's having the wrist blades, or you just wanna give him a rest.
That is sick. I like the mop piece as the little castle on the end. That's very.
This was our colleague Marin was really wanted this to happen.
Yeah.
So it's a good one.
That's super cool. I just got in the interview with Lee, and we talked about the you used the signature part here on the legs, which when I saw it, I assumed like, oh, Lee must have had a part in that one, but he was explaining how no, it wasn't him this time.
Yeah, this one was originally there. Nick did the original sketch for this one. This element, of course, worked very good for having the puffy pants that the original mech had in this scale. It was a bit of a challenge because originally we had two of those, the legs were longer, but things were popping off when you were moving them around. So I spent quite a bit of time trying to keep the shape because it's really nice and find a way to transition it to something that doesn't feel too abrupt. So it ended up being a mechanical detail, so it kind of blends it in. But it was a fun thing because he's using it somewhere, Lee, in another set. And we tried to align the colors. It didn't happen, but now we get more of this element.
That's awesome.
But he was...
Well, I think he's successfully shown that it looks very cool on things like mechs. So.
Yeah. And we tried to align, but things didn't work out. But so he has a little bit of it in in this sense.
I think it's very cool to go back and redo this because, like, I of course, reviewed all the Titan mechs, and whenever I do that lineup, it is very notable that all of them have those knees, and this first one doesn't. So it's quite cool that like we have one that now like fully like while it was the start of the line, now we have a more definitive version of it that completes it.
I think you will see that when you get in hand, it really works really well as a lineup with all of them. Scale wise, you have different scales. It's a good opportunity on this one.
I like the little frog for the beard.
We were debating if we should put it there because I couldn't get the golden mask that the original had, and then I removed it and it feels like so empty in a way, loses a little bit of character. So
it's very cute. I'll put it
there because it had that little chin due to the design element that was used on the original one.
Touching on the minifigures for a moment, so we have the 2026 legacy version of Lloyd, and then we have Grimfax, which is very surprising, but I'm quite excited for that. Now, this is the second legacy set I've seen. If anything else has been revealed at this point for the public, I don't know yet. These are I've seen this in the blacksmith shop, but between this and the blacksmith shop, there was a couple characters in there who are like long ones from fans, where in Blacksmith Shop it was Ray and Maya in their Serpentine Wars outfits, and then we have Grimfax, where it was a character who was pretty prominent in the season, but never got a minifigure physically. Was that, like, with revisiting Legacy, was that a desire to, like, pick sets or pick minifigures that, like, hey, this is our chance to get this one that we never got before?
This has always been a try, either with some of the D2C sets, the city sets, where we have the opportunity to put people who don't belong in that specific time frame. Legacy also gives us the opportunity with characters that are from older seasons. So it's something that fits the theme of what this mech represents. So it was a good opportunity of bringing him as a new minifigure that we haven't done. So it's a lot of things that align, and then it presents you with an opportunity to do something that, as we know, that fans want, and now we got the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, very cool.
You got 2 hits.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
You can check out Lloyd's original symbol is also included in the suit.
Oh, I noticed that on the mech as well.
This one, the ZX has a different symbol.
Yeah.
Oh, the snake symbol?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, wait, that's awesome. Wow, that's really cool to go back to the snake symbol. Because the dragon took over, what, 2014?
2013.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was on the back of golden.
Okay, yeah. That's so cool. These minifigures are amazing. I'm still in awe that we're getting Legacy in 2026 and ZX suits again. And I'm looking forward to seeing whatever this is.
That would be fun.
It's quite the tease that we are not seeing these today. I love the very like sort of almost cartoony approach here, like the roundness on the shins. Okay, here's another question. I did an interview with Neek back in like 2021 when the second or third wave of Legacy, where Zane's Titan Mech came out, and he was explaining how with Legacy the design philosophy for a lot of the sets was they go back and look at the original if there is one, and if the original captured from the show, they try to do something new with it, or if the original was a poor representation of the show, they tried to make it more accurate. Would you say that was the design philosophy again, or is it different this time around?
I think always with Legacy is looking what we have done, what we can do better. It doesn't make much sense to represent something that already exists. So it's okay, how if we did it today, how would it look? Yes, sometimes it takes cues from the TV show. I think this one was quite accurate in the TV show. You see more changes here than either the TV show or the original. But it all comes together in a way when you develop it. And it's always, okay, this is the modern take. I had the other one next to it. But you see that in a bigger scale, some color choices don't work, or you have to work around them. As Chris pointed out, it might be a little bit more more sun green than the original was. But this was also like an exploration of moving things around and seeing how the colors work in this context now. So it's just a try of keeping the essence of the original one and seeing whatever else we can fit in the new expression.
And you may or may not see it in the TV show.
Okay, that's exciting to hear. Because we have a Titan Mech right here in front of us, I'm curious, this is another question I think I asked Nick 2 years ago, but now that some time has passed. Internally, when you think of Titan Mechs, do you include Nia Samurai X Mech in that, or is that not a Titan Mech?
No.
No? Okay. Because that is a different answer than I got back then. So
Yeah, we want to do them because we see how people see it, and most of us internally try to as well. So eventually we'll get something for
okay,
Tiny, for sure.
that's very cool, very exciting to hear.
Again, we want to fill up the lineup.
Yes.
It will be a grand day.
Yes, yes.
Another celebration.
Absolutely. 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years. I hope it doesn't take that long.
It's gonna be right around the corner, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the bring back of the originals, because that is a very small thing that I really appreciate. Whenever the old symbols, I think, have so much more personality than a lot of the newer stuff. So whenever sets has managed to include those, I think that's very, very cool.
Yeah, this one has all of them. So
yes,
it's great to hear. It's great to hear that you like those symbols. It's awesome that you, as a fan, point those out. It's great.
I was like, I think the only set that had the old symbols that I did was the Storm Fighter. The
yes,
one.
Yes.
And that was also updated because I wanted to do it like a fighter jet, so it had the side view of the octopus.
I don't know. This may end up in the March video, depending on how this goes. But we have the 7 Legacy minifigures, potentially. One of them has a hat and a staff. The rest are just standard. Could we assume this means 7 sets, or will there be sets with more than one?
You'll have to wait and find out.
I have to wait and find out. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. We have the printed tile there.
Yes, the printed tile.
Printed tile, which will be featured in as you saw,
all the
SKUs.
Yeah.
Maybe we should say that right now with an October, but it will be featured, of course, in the SKUs. That's our official Ninjago 15-year anniversary logo. It's really exciting, something new that we haven't done. Have the ninja eyes in the front.
Yes, and the red's a fun way to differentiate it from the 10th anniversary one. I like the use of it because that's, of course, the 2011 box color.
Absolutely. But we are very excited for these minifigures. We're very excited for the fan community to see them.
Yeah, and you can make the display. Again, it's not just the figures; it's that they come their stand to be able to have this display if you so wish.
Does again, I may not be able to talk about this middle one, does it come with this full embroidered thing?
Yes.
Okay. Very, very cool.
Yeah, you will get that.
Okay.
At the very end, that'll be the way you complete it with the actual minifigure. So the stand itself is a part of the set. Of course, we wanted to blank out the minifigures. We really just want to have speculation, hype around them.
Well, I'm just wondering what the set is, because considering what I've seen, and it's not neither of those. It's very, very curious that there is something more.
There's something more. Man.
There is something more. I could not be more excited. This is such an exciting wave of products, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what is in store.
Yeah.
A huge thank you to Dimmy for taking the time to talk to me and show off this set. If you missed it, I also did an interview with Ninjago designer Lee Chi Wing, who designed the blacksmith shop, and we talked all about that one. That's up on the channel right now if you want to go check that out. But as for this video, I think that's about all I have to say, so thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.